Hello, Ramona. Okay. I sent you a video yesterday with the pronunciation of these two, neither or either. So you can also say neither or either. These two words have two different pronunciations. Neither, neither, either, either. Just in case you see that in a movie, or, I mean, you hear that in a movie or somebody talking. Okay, you can say this. You can use both ways. Okay, so imagine that I am going to use the same examples that we have here in the grammar. I'm going to Amy's party. So you want to say that you go to the party, right? Too. So you can say, so am I, right? In this case, we have to use am, the verb to be, because the person that is talking is using the verb to be. I am going to Amy's party. So you are agreeing also with the verb to be. So am I, right? That is the structure. So am I. Imagine that another person says, I am eating, I am eating pizza. You want to say that you are eating pizza too. So am I. Again, because um, the person is using the verb to be in the sentence, you have to use the verb to be to agree. Okay. I am going to give you examples with other pronouns. For example, my, well, I could say I am watching TV. In this case, you want to say that another person is watching TV too, so you can say, so is she. Or you could say also, so is Maria, right? So is Maria. That means that Maria is also watching TV, right? Another example, I am learning English. I could say, so are my students. Students. That means that my students are learning English too. Okay, so it's like a short way to say that you are doing that too, right? So remember, in this case, learning. In this case, we are using so am I, so is she, so are they, or whatever, because we are using the verb to be in the sentence. Now I am going to use another verb that is not the verb to be, right? In this case, I could say, I am going to use the same example here in the grammar. I have a costume for the party. So in this case, I'm using the verb have. As you know, when we are making questions with have or negative, we have to use the auxiliary do or does. In this case, to agree, we are going to use the auxiliary do or does, right? I have a costume party. I want to say that I have a costume party too. I could say, so do I. In this case, I don't use so have I. Okay, the auxiliary, so do I. If it's another person, I can say, so does she, so does Maria, right? So do my students. And in that case, I'm telling that these people also have a costume party, right? It's like this the short form to say I have a costume party too. Okay, I could say that. It is a short way to say I have a costume party too. Okay. Okay, any questions so far? ¿Alguna pregunta hasta ahora?
Repeat la última parte.
Okay, the last part. I
Yes.
am going to repeat everything. Okay, I am going to repeat everything.
Okay.
Let me put it here. Wait a second. Vamos a arreglarlo un poquito. So, I'm gonna use okay. So we use these words in the positive way is to agree what with what other person is saying or to say that it is happening the same to me. Okay. In the case of positive with so, I have to use if the sentence has the verb to be, right? I'm going to Emil's party. I have to agree with the verb to be. And it depends on the subject because here, for example, if I am using I'm going to use am. If it's we, I use are. If I use she, in that case, I am going to use is, like in this example. I am watching TV, so is she. So is Maria, right? Always with the, if the sentence has the verb to be, you are going to agree with the verb to be. In the second part, it says with other verbs. For example, in this case, we have the verb have. In that case, I don't use have to agree. I have to use the auxiliary do or does. Okay. So the examples that I have here, I have a costume for the party. I want to say that I have a costume too. So I use, okay, so I use, so do I, right? That means that I have a costume party too. I don't have, or I can't say, so have I. No, so do I. If I am talking about she, so does she. So does Maria, the third person of the singular. So do my students when the person is plural, right? As I said, it is the short form to say I have a costume party too. It's the short form to say that I agree with other person opinion. Okay, I'm going to explain a little bit of Spanish because I know it's difficult. Wait a second. Ok, miren, un poquito de Spanglish. Esas frases que nosotros tenemos aquí, so, to, neither, either, se utilizan para estar de acuerdo o para decir que yo también tengo o hago algo que la otra persona está haciendo. Right? En el caso de oraciones positivas con el so, si la oración que la otra persona está diciendo está utilizando el verbo to be, cuando yo estoy de acuerdo voy a utilizar también el verbo to be. Right? Dependiendo del subject que yo estoy utilizando, ahí entonces yo conjugaré el verbo. Si estoy hablando de I, yo utilizo am. Si estoy hablando de we, yo utilizo are. Si estoy hablando de she, como en este caso, yo utilizo is. Pues yo puedo mencionar también nombres. María, yo sé que María es she, so por eso utilizo is. Si estuviera diciendo Pedro y Juan, pues yo diría so are Juan and Pedro, Pedro y Juan. Ok, dependiendo del pronombre, yo sé cómo voy a conjugar el verbo. En ese punto se utiliza para oraciones positivas. right? En el segundo ejemplo tenemos el verbo have. En este caso yo no digo so have I, yo digo so do I, porque aquí lo que utilizamos es el auxiliar. Y dependiendo del pronombre, yo sé qué auxiliar voy a utilizar. Si es I, we, utilizo do. Pero si es she, si es he, si es María, entonces, como en esta oración, utilizo does. Entonces, lo que quiere decir la oración cuando yo estoy de acuerdo con la otra persona, por ejemplo, I'm going to Emmy's party. Yo voy para la fiesta de Emmy's. Yo también. Right. So am I quiere decir yo también. Obviamente hay otras maneras de decirlo. Yo puedo decir me too. Ustedes lo van a aprender más adelante también. Me too quiere decir yo también. Pero yo puedo, muchas personas utilizan el so am I, so do I. Muchas personas. En la televisión, en las películas, ustedes pueden ver eso mucho también. Okay. Se utiliza mucho. I have a costume for the party. Tengo un disfraz para la fiesta. So do I. Yo también. Okay. So do we. Nosotros también. So does she. Ella también. Right. Simple as that.
Teacher, I say me too.
Yeah, you can say me too. Right. Eso es como una opción de tú poder decir que tú también. Se dice me too, so am I. Déjame ver. Hay otras maneras, lo vamos a ver más adelante. Okay,
Teacher, I say neither. No.
En ese caso sería para negativo. Ok. En ese caso para negativo. Lo vamos a ver entonces ahora, el negativo. So, well, do you have any question about this part? Positive? No questions. Okay.
No
So,
questions.
okay. I am going to explain now the negative then. In the negative, we have, I am not going to the party. In here, I don't say, so I'm not I. No, I just use neither am I. Neither means tampoco. Neither am I, tampoco yo. Neither are we, tampoco nosotros. Okay, neither. And the same. If it depends on the on the subject that you have, that you are going to use the verb to be, right? Neither am I, neither is she, neither is he, neither are we, neither are they. Okay, tampoco yo, tampoco ella, tampoco nosotros. It depends on the subject here. Neither means tampoco. Remember again, I am using the verb to be here, am or are, because in the sentence I have the verb to be, right? In the second part of the negative, then we have, I don't have a costume for the party, sorry. The same. Here I am going to use the auxiliary do or does. And in the negative, we use neither. Neither do I, neither does she, neither does he, neither do we. Okay, tampoco yo, tampoco ella, tampoco él, tampoco nosotros. Right? Simple as that. Obviously, as I said, I can say for the positive, me too, yo también, or for the negative, I could say me neither. Me neither, she neither, they neither, we neither, right? Es una forma como más sencilla. But American people use this a lot. Okay, American people use that a lot. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I'm here. Well, now I am going to read the rules, and let me show you them. So the first rule that says, responses like so am I or neither do we can be used to agree with other people's statements. Use so in your response when agreeing with an affirmative statement, right? We use so when the agreement is positive. Use neither when agreeing with a negative one. When the agreement is negative, So you have to use neither, right? These responses are most common in the first person singular, right? So do I. Other forms can also be used. Neither do we. The tense in the response should match the tense used in the statement. Miren, fíjense bien aquí. El tiempo verbal que se utiliza debe ser el mismo tiempo verbal que la persona habló en la oración. Fíjense que en los ejemplos de aquí arriba, I am only using the simple present. But if the person is speaking in past, my agreement should be in past. Okay. I bought my costume for the party. Yo compré in the past. So did I. Yo también. En el pasado, yo también lo compré. Okay. So it depends on the tense that you are going to use here. This. Imagine that I'm using, let me see another tense. Well, present perfect. Yo no lo voy a decir en present perfect porque todavía no hemos llegado ahí. Pero se pueden utilizar todos los tiempos verbales aquí, right? Simple present, past, present perfect, future, ¿ok? Se pueden utilizar todos los verbos, los tiempos verbales. You can also use this structure to combine two ideas. I like parties. Ali likes parties. I like parties and so does Ali. Okay? We use it to combine two ideas. En vez de yo decir, a mí me gustan las fiestas, a Ali le gustan las fiestas, in Spanish it's the same, yo digo, a mí me gustan las fiestas y a Ali también. So it's the same. I like parties and so does Ali. In this case, I am using does because remember, when I am using a verb that is not the verb to be, I should use an auxiliary, right? And I am using does because Ali is the third person of the singular, right? Then we say, in casual conversation, you can use me too with affirmative statements or me neither with negative statements, okay? Casual conversations. Me too, yo también. Me neither, yo tampoco, right? They both, they both, they can both be used as response to statement with be as well as other verbs. Se puede utilizar como respuesta con el verbo to be o con cualquier otro verbo. I'm going to Emmy's party. Me too. I don't have my costume. Me neither. En este caso, esta es la forma más fácil of agreement because we don't have to use the verb to be or we don't have to use auxiliary. Okay, no tenemos que usar verbo, no tenemos que utilizar auxiliar, nada de eso. Right? Questions so far? No questions? Okay. Let me show you the second part of this grammar. Okay. So here, as you see, we have statements with to or either, right? To either. In this case, for positive sentences, for example, I'm going to Amy's party, I can say, I am to, quiere decir que yo también, yo voy también. And with other verbs, I am going to use the same auxiliary, but at the end, to. So when I use so as here, so goes at the beginning of the agreement. So am I, so are we, so do I. But when I use to then goes at the end of the agreement. I am too, we are too, I do too, we do too, right? At the end. For negative, in this case, we can also use, for example, either, right? I'm not going to Amy's party. I'm not either. In this case, for negative, we have to use not here. I'm not, I don't, because either, for example, if you notice, it's almost the same word, neither. When I use neither, the and refers to not. Okay, si le quito la and, entonces ya no es negativo. So that is why I have to use not here. I am not, we are not either, I don't either, we don't either. Understand? We never use like this sentence. We never say, I'm not neither. Right? That is incorrect. We cannot say that. I don't neither. That is incorrect. Okay? Because you have double negation. If you say that, you are using double negation. Not and also not. Right? So it says, like the expressions with so and neither, you can use responses with to and either to agree with other people's statements. Use to in your response when agreeing with an affirmative statement. Use either when agreeing with a negative one. The tense in the response should match the tense used in the statement. Remember that if the person is using simple past here, in the agreement, I am going to use simple past. If the person is using present simple, here I should use present simple, right? You can also use this structure to combine two ideas, the same. Puede utilizar esas opciones para combinar dos ideas. I like parties. Ali likes parties. I like parties, and Ali does too. Understand?
More or less.
Okay. Miren, en los videos que yo le envié ayer, esos videos son súper buenos, porque ahí hay mucha explicación de lo que ustedes ven aquí. Si con eso todavía le falta práctica, bueno, en MyLT hay mucha práctica con con esa gramática para que puedan practicar. Y obviamente en YouTube, ustedes pueden buscarlo en Google, pueden buscar eso, hay mucha información, ¿ok? Mucha información que ustedes pueden estudiar.
Sí, yo lo vi, pero yo estoy confundida en algo. Neither es para cuando ya no hay opciones, ¿verdad? Eso es negativo, pero cuando ya no hay opciones. Y either es
No,
cuando queda una
es-
posibilidad.
No. En ese caso, por ejemplo, vamos a poner en este mismo caso que estamos viendo aquí adelante. Yo digo, por ejemplo, no me gusta la pizza, right? Yo puedo responder eso para decir que no me gusta tampoco de dos maneras. Yo puedo decir, no me gusta la pizza. Well, let me write the examples. Let me write the examples. I don't like pizza. Right. Yo quiero decir que a mí tampoco me gusta la pizza. I can say, I don't either, que significa a mí tampoco, perdón, a mí tampoco. Or I can say, neither do I, que también significa a mí tampoco. Right. Como tú ves, ahí no hay ninguna diferencia en el uso. Solamente en la escritura como lo utilizamos en inglés. I don't either, right? Yo pongo I don't porque estoy utilizando either. Si dijera neither, right? La N de neither significa not. Ok, not either do I, yo podría decir, literalmente. Okay. Pero la respuesta significa, no, a mí tampoco. Las dos opciones significan a mí tampoco. I don't either, neither do I. Solamente hay un cambio en cómo se escribe, la posición donde van. I don't either, either goes at the end, neither do I, neither goes at the beginning. Okay? Understand?
Okay.
I can also say, me neither. Right? No me gusta la pizza. Me neither. A mí tampoco. Okay, so hay muchas formas de decir a mí tampoco. Right? Okay. Any other question? No more questions? Okay, let me do something.